This week on Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV.
Well, on this week's show, we find ourselves back out in Wyoming chasing antelope once again, but not with our hoids, but with our rifles. So stay tuned for some great action coming your way. Well, every year we head down to Wyoming archery antelope hunting in early August, and it's one of our favorite hunts. But we always end up back down there in October chasing them with our rifles. And one of the great things about this hunt is that you get to hunt all day long. You're not sitting in a blind. We're out glassing and looking for an antelope to go after, and it pretty much takes you all day long. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow, but you're always looking at antelope and you're always kind of making a game plan going after them. And the morning we got down there, sure enough, we got on a herd right away, and Shelby was up to bat, and we tried our luck on this first herd. Well, it wasn't long after the first stalk that we had another stalk, and that's a great thing about hunting antelope. There's a lot of antelope in Wyoming, more antelope than people, and you have opportunities around every corner. So goat number 2, stalk number 2. Well, stalk number 2 was in the books, and it wasn't about 15-20 minutes later we headed to a part of the ranch we don't get to very often. And sure enough, there was a great looking buck laying out in the middle of nowhere. So stalk number 3, here we go.
From this point, he's up a little higher. That's the only thing we have between us now is that bourbon. Yeah. I start crawling. Hang on.
Well, we sat there for about 15 minutes hoping this antelope would get up, but he wouldn't move. So we had Jeff start crawling off to the side, and he made it about 100 yards, and this antelope would look at him but never got up. So Jeff stood up and started walking around. Antelope never got up. So finally Jeff picks up a big old fence post and starts walking at the antelope and banging it on the fence post. And he finally stood up and gave Shelby the shot she was looking for.
Hit the wire. Just get it ready. Hold on. Get on him again. Okay. Good shot. You got him.
I got him?
Yep, you got him. You got him. You got him.
Come on. Yes! Oh, just dead. Oh my gosh. Holy buckets.
Bam!
Oh man. My heart is...
Nice shot.
Wow, Shelby, that's a lot better goat than we thought.
Oh, he's awesome.
Nice. Good job, Shelby.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Nice goat.
Yeah, he's sweet. I could not be happier. Big thanks to Jeff for coming out here and helping us find these antelope. Awesome, I'm so excited. This is sweet. Especially after I wasn't able to come out this summer and shoot one with my bow, so I'm tickled. See the cutters on him.
Them hooks, those hooks are just crazy.
He's sweet.
Well, after we got Shelby's goat all taken care of, we were going to head over to see how Kurt and Jason were doing on the other ranch. And on the way out, we ran into another herd of antelope. Well, old Jeffrey had a tag in his pocket, and it was kind of burning a hole in it. So he wanted to show Shelby what kind of shot he was.
John always says that I can't shoot. That was 300 plus yards. I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, after Jeff got done killing his antelope, Shelby figured she was going to be the one that was going to do the closing. And I'll tell you what, it didn't go very well.
Take
one.
Well, that was fun. You finally get to see me actually be the hunter for a change, and you get to guide me.
I know, right? We're switching roles.
Yes, look at that. I think JW would be proud.
I think he would be too. He's going to be happy about that meat in the freezer as well.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what a good day. 2
goes down in one day.
Probably what do you say, about an hour apart?
Yeah, not even. Yeah, probably an hour, I'd say. Well, thanks for joining us on today's episode of... I couldn't hold it in.
I'm going to show this.
Well, thank you for... Thanks for joining us, folks, on today's episode of Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV, where you can find us next time right here, same place, same time. Check it out.
You loser.
Well, there you go, 2 goats down, and now we're headed out to see how Jason and Kurt are doing.
Finally gonna get after something. We've been kind of cruising around the last day and a half looking for stuff. There's about 6,000 acres of property here, and we are seeing hundreds of antelope, but nothing of any size. So we have 2 picked out. One of them we just saw, kind of a newbie here. We're gonna get over this hill and try and take a look at him. We got a little bit of a, I don't know, if we get on him, we're gonna get on him, but we're gonna go check him out. If he doesn't work, we got another one in mind we saw yesterday. He's not much better than the others, but he might be a little bit. So we're gonna try and go get a better look at this one, see what we can do. But we got a beautiful day here, late October out in central Wyoming. So we're gonna go give this a shot. What we got now, we're pretty sure we were gonna have to come up and get around on these critters, but I wish it would have been this vantage point because it drops off a lot faster than one in front of us. It's pretty flat and rounded. I just don't know if we're gonna get a good vantage point on them or not, but we got some cattle in our way right now. I think we're just gonna drop off this thing. Oh, it's probably another half mile out there. We're just gonna have to crest around the backside and hope we can, there was, gosh, I don't even know, there could be 12, 15 antelope in that herd. It's gonna be hard. But we'll creep down here and see what we can find. I gotta keep watching. I need to sneak up. I'm just gonna take a peek here, okay? These goats bump from the cattle, but they don't know what's going on. I gotta keep my eye on them here. I'm hoping the biggest of the buck is walking back to us. He might be curious enough. He can't really see us, but they might be curious enough to think, not know what we are. He's working his way back to us. I just can't tell if it's the right buck or not. There's a herd of about 12 to 15. I just gotta make sure it's the right one. Are they out of my sight? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Yep. cruisers. Oh boy. I did not think that was going to work out. We've been on this guy for a long time. I don't even know what time it is. It's 3 in the afternoon. It was before lunch that we got on him. You know what? He's not going to be a giant goat, but he's one of the best ones we found out here, and our hunt was incredible today. My lips are so dry I can't even talk right now, but we've been chasing him over and over and over, and I came over the crest here a bit ago. You won't see it, but they were literally 50, 60 yards away from me. They did not bust out. So we circled around, came up, and I don't know, he started at about 100. I'm laying in a pile of rocks and cactus. They kind of blew out of there, went out to 250, and I just leveled her off the best I could. I was not in a good position, but he went down. So I'm pretty happy. Take a nice shot anyway. We had an awesome time out here. Like I said, a couple days of hunting, chasing critters around. He actually looks pretty darn nice. Got good hooks to him, decent mass, actually very good mass, fair cutters. But like I said, there wasn't a lot out here to pick from, one different than the other, kind of cookie cutters of each other. But I think we picked out a heck of an animal. Beautiful cape, beautiful animal. On behalf of all of us, our good friend Jeff, Jason behind the camera, John, his daughter Shelby, I'd like to thank you for joining us this week on Ultimate Outdoor Adventures. We'll see you next time. Boy, he's beautiful. He's pretty darn nice, Jay. Scar.
Taxidermy services provided by Dakota Taxidermy, capturing the spirit.